Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 16th to the 29th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. One more, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, two more, okay. It's very interesting here. So we have some contradictions coming up during this time that we will be very aware of. All right, we don't want to be patient anymore whatsoever. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, so be mindful about that. But then we have the Three of Pentacles here, which is being very patient, very mindful, very like detail oriented when it comes to really expanding your craft, to expanding what it is that you excel at during this time. So when it comes to the details of things that bring you prosperity or what you value as much as money, my gosh, you can be like as patient can be. When it comes to everything else, it's like hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. It's just going to be that energy here. The Six of Swords is us moving forward with our angels absolutely blessing us, but also very much guiding us during this time. And we're going to see that we're moving forward in our knowledge, in our understanding, in our instinct. And it brings us to the Strength card. We are going to be finding strength in the most unlikely of places. This is also very strong Leo energy coming through, which is very powerful for us, very good for us. We are going to see that we are moving forward in strength, in determination, in insight. And here with the Fool, there with the Strength, like we're moving forward, right? And with the Fool, we're having a bit of apprehension to really jump after, to go after and take the leap of faith that we want to get ourselves to where we want to be. So just being aware of this, or to get ourselves to what our soul deeply desires. So be aware of this during this time. With the Knight of Cups, this is us coming through. We're represented by the cups in the minor arcana. We're represented by the Death card in the major arcana. So what we're going to see here is really moving forward in what we love, in what we desire, embracing our heart and our heart chakra more and more and more, and looking at what do I love and really making that a statement for how we live our lives. Like, what do I love? What do I love? What do I need to be? What do I love? How do I open the door? And with the Nine of Pentacles here, it is very much standing in the present and looking at a job well done. You know that there's still work to do, right? You know that there's the future. You know that there was the past of planting the seeds and getting to this place of harvest. And there will be the harvest to do, in days to come. But you're standing in celebration of the here and the now. You're going to be very mindful of your money. It is going to be something that you're looking at and you're like, okay, I'm aware of this. Like, not that you're aware of your money, but like you're going to be prudent and smart. And I like that for you. It's a sense of being very grounded, being very, sensible with things. Now, with the Four of Pentacles crowning this reading, just be mindful. There's vampiric energy around you, energy that wants to drain you, energy that is going to make you doubt yourself. Don't fall into it. It's an old trap that wants keep you to keep you small. So being aware of this is going to be super important. There's also can be blockages around the crown chakra, around the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra, also around the earth star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. So being mindful about that during this time, and that we've shut ourselves off for one reason or another. And this can be a a reminder to us that not all energy is vampiric energy, and it's time to open our hearts again. It's time to let ourselves move forward in what we love, and to have that connection with spirit and let ourselves shine. So let's see. And when spirit says shine, okay, it's very interesting. When spirit says shine, shine means, sparkle, to let ourselves shine, to let ourselves sparkle, is like there's a part of us that we're holding back and that we've been holding back for quite some time. And we haven't let ourselves step into our full power, our full self. And that's going to be a very interesting thing, because we're stepping into ourselves and we're stepping out. We're stepping into ourselves and we're stepping out. It's like, ooh, I don't know if I like this or not. So just be aware of this during this time. So let's see what Spirit has to say, angels, and spirit guides. Oh, and if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a completely separate video on the 1st of March. So keep your eyes open for that. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is listed in the description box below. There's also, for a limited time, offer a mini reading being offered. And yeah, there's also a donation button. So if you're interested in that, that's totally cool. And thank you for everybody who has donated. You guys really are spectacular. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay, so we have these two. Oh, three. Wow. Okay, prosperity, spiritual, and blissful. Our prosperity with our positivity, it's not prosperity, it's positivity with the spiritual needs to be blissful, and it's not. We're not being filled with bliss with it. We are feeling held back or disconnected in one way or another. So this is a positive link with spirituality that is going to fill our cup, or that needs to fill our cup. But we also have to, make time for that practice of filling our own cup, because remember, especially in Qigong, they say you need a gallon to fill a cup. You can't just have a cup and fill a cup, because then your cup is empty and you have nothing else to give. So make sure you have that gallon to fill just one cup. And if you're filling multiple cups, can you imagine what you need? So letting ourselves be blissful, letting ourselves embrace our hearts, embrace our connection is going to be very, very, very important. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the I am present. This is my favorite card, and this is the crown chakra. Now here it is reversed, here in the upright position. I don't know if you can see the lady's face looking over the world, but I just love that. And the I am presence reverse is us not being that kind to ourselves. We are not crowning ourselves with positivity and prosperity. And I am, I am powerful and greatness and prosperity and success. And I am abundant. It's more like I am overwhelmed and I am doubting and I am sad and I don't know, I don't know how I'm going to keep moving forward. And I'm getting emotional here. So to bear with me. But it's just that sense of doubt that comes over us. And we're thinking we're all in this all by ourselves. And I can tell you most full heartedly, you're not. Here with the crown chakra reversed and the I am present reversed is us having to remind ourselves, I am enough. I am present. I am here. I'm showing up for my life. And I am, a blessed individual. I am a child of this universe. I am success and I am prosperity and I am bounty and I am abundance and I am more than worth it. And I am absolutely capable. And it's time to bless ourselves. And it moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And it's to be mindful of those people in this world that do not celebrate us, that do not see us, and who have tried to make us doubt. And because we have the Four of Pentacles right here, there's that proclivity within us to doubt, to say, you know what, you're right. And we're going to find that during this time. We can have 18 million, thousand, bazillion people telling us what a good job we've done and how great we are, or, well done. We'll have one person say, not so hot. And it's devastating. So just be mindful of this. This is also a person who was supposed to be able to raise their glass to us, who was supposed to be able to follow through and be there for us, who just couldn't be. And so here with the Three of Cups reversed, we need to be mindful of that energy, of that wound being something we're familiar with and it's comfortable, even though it's a wound and we don't want it, right? It's a trauma, it's a hurt, it's a pain, it's a disappointment, and we don't want it. But it's going to be something where we can easily believe that that's all we're worth. And it's like, no, it's not. So just be aware of this during this time, that we are breaking we are breaking a yeah, we're breaking a curse. I mean, that's just the very dramatic way of stating it, but it's a very honest way of stating it. We are breaking the the chains in our lives that have made us feel small and have made us feel like we can't. And that's where it comes to the vampiric energy here. And it's like, no, no, you don't get to define me anymore. Hurt, pain, disappointment, anger, upset, it doesn't get to define me. And there are going to be people in our lives, and we know them, know this. There are going to be people in your life, Scorpio, that show up just so that they can get filled. Their energy can be filled off of, like, draining yours. And you do not need that. Be very aware of this during this time, that you you're just going to feel it. They're like psychic vampires. Like, it's just like, this is not cool. And you've put walls up because you're used to this. This is something that you're familiar with. And now you're going to be waking up to it and be like, you know what, this is not right. So being aware of this is going to be super important. With the 3 of Pentacles, you are dedicated. You have the spider's web here, which I think is so pretty. And there's just a sense of, here I heard this myth, and I can't, like, the story of, I think it was priests hiding, and they were hiding, and spiders' webs fell over them. Like, spiders wove their webs over them so that the soldiers that were going to persecute them would walk past, like run past, and not find them. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like, you stay in your work, in your tenacity, in your bliss, in your power, in your, understanding of yourself, and you're going to find that the spider's webs protect you. Like, that there is this sense of being protected and being guided. Mind your money during this time. This is going to be a time to save, not spend, even though the 7 of Pentacles reverse, we really do. We can make a shopping list, like, on our phone, but don't buy during this time. It's like, here, mind your P's and Q's, put everything in order, and stay on your path. Stay in the finer details of your life and what your soul desires and where you need to be. Because the 7 of Pentacles here is very much that sense of, like, well, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just do. Who needs a plan? We're just going to go for it. And Spirit's like, why? Why? Slower and gentler during this time is going to be some of the best things that you can do for your soul and yourself. So with the 7 of Pentacles reverse, also know that this can be a time where it's easy to lose your patience. It's easy to get overwhelmed. It's easy to get frustrated, to doubt, to fear, to have anger come forward. It's just going to be easy for us to lose our patience and to want everything to happen, to kind of like already have happened. And Spirit's like, slow it down and connect with you. That is going to be one of the biggest challenges. But as we start to show up for ourselves, we start to see what we are afraid of. We start to see what we love. We start to see us fully and beautifully, and we're set free. I mean, it's almost like I step out of the darkness and we move forward slowly and steadily. The 6 of Swords is not that gusto, yeah, I can do everything type of energy. It's being very cautious. It's saying, hey, listen, there's heavy fog out there. I'm not always able to see the right path, but I am moving forward to where my soul needs to be, to showing up for myself, and to going after what I desire and what I want. I'm protecting what I love and what is sacred, and I am moving forward in the most powerful and beautiful way for me. And it brings us then to strength. This is a very strong connection with Leo energy. This is also finding that we have allies in the oddest of places. Like, we're going to be like, oh, that person, but it's almost like we're going to think, oh no, that person and I would never be friends or be able to connect. And then that person is going to wind up being your biggest ally. Here with the, yeah, with the strength card, it's moving forward in tenacity and success and determination and focus. It is seeing that our strength is not that brute force, I can make it happen sort of strength. It is that loving, compassionate, connecting strength that opens up the door for us. It is through our hearts that we are the strongest. And that's going to lead us in the most beautiful, loving, compassionate direction that we can find. And it starts to have us be able to accomplish what seemed to be the impossible, because all of a sudden there's this wealth of power to us. And it brings us then to the Fool. There's something here that we're afraid to go after. We're afraid to take that leap of faith. We're afraid to, jump over those hurdles and say, this is me, this is where I need to be, this is what's important. And it's almost like we're afraid to fully see ourselves, or we're afraid to fully go after our dreams because they are too important. And it just feels like this is insurmountable. Or I tried this once upon a time when I was younger and it didn't work out, but it wasn't your time. It wasn't meant to work out. You were meant to learn so much more, which you might say, was a rotten deal, and fair enough. But there's this real power and determination to you to start to see where your soul wants you to jump, like where your soul wants you to be, how you need to open up the door to yourself. Like there's something here, Scorpio, where you shoved it in a little box and said, no, you can't do this. And as long as you're coming from a place of love and compassion and healing and respect and, kind of like that do no harm energy, let yourself jump forward. Let yourself go after what you love. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Again, do no harm, but let your heart guide you and let you believe in your dreams again, because somebody along the way made you think you couldn't do it. And that was a lie. And if you take nothing else away from this reading, then that was a lie. You can absolutely do it. Then that is the most important message. It moves us then to the Knight of Cups. This is not going to be a stagnant time for you. This is going to be a very determined, very focused, very, achieving, succeeding time for you. You are moving forward with the Knight of Cups. Determination, focus, insight, but let your heart lead. Do not get pulled into the chaos whirlwind of everybody else's emotions. That's nonsense. You don't need it. Okay? But moving forward in your heart, in what you love, letting yourself ask yourself, do I love this? Is this, for my greater purpose, or is this not? That's going to be really important. And moving forward in love, tenacity, respect, that is a big thing. So let your heart guide you. Let your love guide you. Not the chaos of emotions that are trying to pull you one way or another, but that gentle whisper from your angels and your spirit guides of like, this is why you're here. This is what you love. This is why you're here. This is what you love. And it brings you to a place of bounty and prosperity. It brings you to a huge payoff. And it has you moving forward in a way that you didn't anticipate. Mind your P's and Q's, right? Mind your money. Here she has a knife over her purse. Here she has, we begin and end with a foot over the purse and a foot over the coins and a jug over the coins so that nobody can take away what she has worked for. And then here we have the knife over the purse. It's like, I'm protecting my wealth and my prosperity. Here, this hasn't been harvested yet, right? The field filled with pentacles hasn't been harvested yet, but it's coming. Stay in the present. It will be very easy to move towards the future and start imagining the future. It'll be very easy to get lost in the past and everything that entails. But Spirit is saying stay towards the present. Listen to the guidance of others, but take your own counsel to heart first. That is going to be super important. There's also a sense of really connecting with something that you will love forever, whether that be a person, whether that be, a craft that comes into your life that gives you joy, whether that be, an animal. There is something that's coming forward, or a child, that's coming forward, and you will love it forever. And you're building that love now. You're really setting the seeds for it. Okay. Your subconscious message here is prosperity, Scorpio. You are moving forward in prosperity and in success. Let yourself shine. Your subconscious chakra message is peace reversed. This is the crown chakra. Again, the crown chakra. The mind is all over the place. Focusing on your mind, focusing on stabilizing yourself, harmonizing yourself, and letting peace guide you forward. That is going to be super important. The peace is gone. Like the worry is there, the peace is gone. Spirit is saying, embrace the peace. Slow it down and embrace the peace. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that's the Princess of Cups. Childhood fears coming up, not connecting with our inner child, being able to love, connect, and feel safe. We can have fears come up that make it feel like everything's free falling again. We could have felt that way when we were small. So being mindful about this during this time is super important. And it's fully embracing your heart. And it's knowing that, I mean, it's getting me emotional to know that there are fears that you have had, that you had when you were small, that are going to be coming up again during this time, or that you're going to be like acknowledging and releasing the power that they've had over you, and seeing your way forward. It's not just shoving it down and ignoring it. It's like, it's kind of like, oh, okay, you're here. I see you. And it can be that we need to talk to somebody like a therapist, a spiritual advisor, but it's seeing those fears and it's understanding them. And it's saying, oh wow, you've gone back a long way. We've been together for quite some time. And I'm not here to have fear guide me anymore. Yeah. So just be aware of that, Scorpio. Your inner child is coming forward and will bring the fear forward. And it's going to be, that fear that you experienced when you were small. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. But it could be like the basement door didn't open, right? It got stuck when you were down there getting like a can of beans or something like that from the basement. And you were just terrified for a little bit. It could be the loss of somebody when you were small, and that was devastating, and it stayed with you as it does. So here it's acknowledging this, and it's saying, wow, I see you. And it can be doing the child meditation, which we can do right now, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, seeing the adult that you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and letting that child run into your arms, picking that child up in the biggest bear hug and saying, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. You can tell me your fears. You can tell me what scares you, what overwhelms you. I'm listening. And it is of the utmost importance for me to hear you in a way that you may never have felt heard before in your whole entire life. And you can pause this and stay with that energy. Or you can move forward and give that kid one big last hug and say thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. We will be brave together. Subconscious tarot message is the Six of Pentacles. See, why I laugh is because she's giving out to the children, right? Balance. You're going to find that this is a time where you balance the inner child with who you are now. It doesn't matter, how many years have passed. It's that balancing that's coming forward. There's a sense of harmony, balance, and understanding that's guiding you. Okay. Well, that was heavy. That was intense, Scorpio. I thank you so much for letting me bring this message to you from Spirit. It was such an honor. All right, let's end this reading. Well, I hope this reading has resonated with you. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. This meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.